Okay, we have a light fixture here that we're going to put into a ceiling here. This is a LED light, and you just unplug it from the power source here, and this beveled flat side lines up with the beveled side here and just plugs in. So we're going to hook this part up to a tail wire. We're going to hook to a junction box. So we'll just strip our Romex here down the middle. It's a little bit colder in here. It's probably about 40 degrees. We'll cut our jacket off here. We'll get our paper off of here. And we will strip our wires. Here in the country I was born in, your white is neutral. And we'll strip with our 14 gauge hole. Your black is live. Red and blue are also live colors. However, you may find white live in a 110, 120 volt switch loop or in a 220, 240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. So we're just going to get our Romex connector on here nice and tight. Make sure it's nice and tight there. We'll put our wires into our light fixture here. I would say it's probably about 45 degrees in here right now. Okay, so we'll get our wires up here. We'll bring it up so we have like a 1/4 inch of our jacket exposed here. So we'll just bring it in. We'll get our flathead screwdriver here, bring in about a 1/4 inch of the jacket into our connector. We'll tighten it up. Okay, so now we'll plug our wires in. The green wire will go to the bare ground wire, and you just go into one of the holes here like that. You push it in and you'll see the copper come to the top. Okay, now we'll get our black and our white. We'll get our wire up here. We'll hold it up to our connector. Make sure it's not stripped too long. Make sure our insulation is going to go into the orange. So we'll put it in our hole here like this. Push. We'll look at the top here. Make sure our copper comes up to the top and our insulation is into the orange. And we'll do the same with our black wire. Check our length, make sure it's a good length. We'll put it in the hole here. I see just a little copper at the bottom there, so I push nice and hard. I see our copper up at the end here, and our insulation is up into the orange here. So now I can just fold our wires down into our box here. Push them down in here. Okay, so we get our wires down into our box like this here. And we'll just snap it closed like that. And now with this end we'll strip and get ready to put onto our junction box. Knife down the middle here. We'll get all our debris off. And there's our wiring going to the light that wasn't even hooked up. It was just set up above there. So this white wire is not being used. And this red wire is not being used. So these are the two that are being used. And you can see how they just grounded that light fixture, just twisting the wires together and just looping it around that thing there, and that's not right. Okay, so we'll put our wires into our box here. Putting our wires into our box here like this. Bring about a 1/2 inch of the jacket into your box. And let's hope I have a green screw. See if we have one. If we do, we're blessed. If we don't, we're cursed. So we'll put our green screw into the back of our box here. Well, if I lose it, you know what, I lose it. I don't get upset. I'll just go grab another. Put it in the threaded hole in our box here. Okay, so we get our ground wire bonded to our box. So we'll get our 3 ground wires and we'll get them wire nutted together here. So I'll clip them off so they're even with the shortest one here. Okay, so I'll fold our ground wire into our box. So this wire is not being used, and this wire is not being used. So those other 2 we're not using. So our black feed wire here is going to go to our red switch wire here. So we'll get our wires insulation even here on the bottom. Twist them together so they're nice and even. We'll clip them so they're even on the end. Put our wire nut on. Now the white one coming back from the light will go to the white one from the source. Strip with our 14 gauge hole. Get our wires twisted so they're nice and even. Clip them so they're even on the end here. Now our black one coming back from our switch will go to the black one going to our light. I'll give a nice new strip here. 14 gauge hole. Perfect, so it's even on the end. We'll put our wire nut on here, make sure the insulation goes up into the bottom of our wire nut. Make sure our wire nuts are nice and tight. 1, 2, 3. Now we have the wires that are not being used. And we'll cap them off with orange wire nuts. I'll just leave a little copper on the ends for these. So there's our box all wired. And our light box we put together, so this will go in the ceiling. Now next, I'll bring the camera over and show you up close. You can see the ground wires in the back there. Okay, so now we'll trace our light to put in our ceiling. Now we're going to cut on the inside of this line. Yeah, one more. I'll show you how these lights set. height. We just put these, you set it in here like this, bend these little tabbies back, set it in the hole. We may have to trim it out a little bit more, which we do. There. Set it in like this. Oops. So I got to put them over here. Okay, we gotta get a little more down here. They made a saw for this too, so the light will sit in here. We gotta go a little more. See if it works. Goes in like this. Looks like this is going to do it, so we'll snap these over. Get into our hole here. Almost done. So there we are. We got it all set into our bottom here. And here's how it looks on the top.
I'm sorry about that.
No problem, no problem. All right.
This is my brother. He's awesome.
Yes.
He's doing a good job.
Okay, but wait a minute. Is this here? Okay. Alrighty, so this is my younger brother Lige. So introduce yourself.
How you guys doing? My name's Lige. Dave's my big brother. I just came in and seen that he's doing a great job with installing. What is that, Dave?
It's the ceiling light for the bathroom.
And he's nailing it as usual. I just wanted to say hi and introduce myself. You might see me in more videos, but this is my brother and I love him.
Good.
Keep up the good work, bud.
I love my brother.
Love you too, buddy.
Good. Good.